Hey guys, so I want to have a little bit of a different conversation today, and I want the people and the girlies who agree with me or who have had a similar experience to me to come in the comments below, because your girl is tweaking out a little bit. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about dating in men, right? So just a little context about me. So right now, I'm in a space where I am freshly learning how to date, okay? I am 28 years old, 28 years young, whatever you want to call it. I'm 28 years old, and I'm just now, like, really not trying to get into the dating pool, but into the dating pool, you know? I spent all of my adult life, basically up until a year or two ago, in school. I'm somebody who didn't date a whole lot in school, especially in the last probably 6 years. When I went to grad school and things, I didn't really date in grad school like that. At some point, I swore off dating, and I was just like, I'm going to focus on me and my things, which I'm not saying was a bad idea. But now that I'm in a newer, more developed, growner part of my life, and a lot of things have kind of leveled out in terms of career, money, friendships, literally every other space in my life, home, like every other space in my life is balancing out. It ain't perfect. Nothing's ever gonna be perfect. But now that it's kind of to a more leveled space, I have finally this year really given myself room to date. It's been interesting, to say the least. Historically, and a lot of other women have had the same experience as me, and maybe they haven't talked about it, or maybe they're just starting to talk about it. But I am somebody who, growing up, I was not taught how to date. You know, I did have boyfriends and things in like high school or whatever. But how to actually date, how to be courted, how not to fall head over heels for the first guy who gives you attention, like all these different things, I just was never taught how to do. And in fact, a lot of women like my age, older, some younger, we're kind of in the same space as far as like when it comes to young girls in dating, the conversation is more geared towards shaming them, shaming their body, shaming everything about them, to the point where you're lowering their self-esteem to the fact that now either every time they see a guy, they are like ward off, go away, or they're like second guessing themselves, insecurities are coming out, and that leaves them more susceptible to manipulation and abuse and bad relationships and things like that, because for whatever reason, the patriarchy, whatever, women are looked at as an extension of men and as property of men if you date men. Okay, if you date men, we're never taught like it's okay to date. It's okay to break up. It's okay to break up with somebody. It's okay to be broken up with. Like, this is what you should be looking for in a man. This is what you should be looking for in a relationship. This is what you should put up with. This is what you shouldn't put up with. These are some examples. Like, all of that is not being told to young girls, or at least to most girls. So then you get women like me, like you've been told to follow your dreams, but the dreams are academics, education, degree, license, certification, like all these things to put you to this higher socioeconomic status, which once again is not a bad thing. But a key part of life and growing up is having a life outside of the things you have accomplished, you know? And I think also just knowing who you are is knowing who you are in relationship to other people as well. And not just romantic relationships, but platonic relationships, friendships, family relationships as well. Just knowing how you coincide and interact and where you fit in and the societal sphere, or societal sphere that we live in, you know. So now I'm newly in this place. I was dating somebody earlier this year and it didn't work out, and now I'm back in like the dating pool or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm not totally closed off, which I once was, which I know is like a lot of growth and things on my part, but I am in a space where I'm like, really realizing, hey, Labria, you don't really know how to do this. And it's okay. It's okay. It's a lot of people out here that don't know how to date. It's people out here who have been in relationships that don't know how to date. It's people out here who have never been in relationships that don't know how to date. There's people out here that date somebody and find their Prince Charming or Princess Fiona on the first try. And then there's other people who are just like fine living their Tracy Ellis Ross life forever, single, traveling the world with a dog, who are just like, dating is not top priority. I have kind of lived more in that bubble. Dating has not been top priority for me in a lot of years. And even right now, to be honest, it's not a top priority. But it's something I'm opening up my life to, because not only will I think it'll help me learn more about myself, it will also help me learn and have the knowledge base on what I'm even looking for in a partner. Because to be honest, it is so humbling to be engaging with or dating somebody and they ask you what you're looking for and you have no idea, because the only thing you've been focused on yourself, the only thing you've been doing is focusing on yourself for years, and now somebody else is having you kind of like put a mirror up or putting a window up or putting whatever up to look at another person and be like, what would you expect from me? And you don't have an answer outside of the, treat me right, don't cheat on me. But it's so much more to a relationship than that. And so many women are not given the luxury to even figure that out about themselves until later in life, if ever. And we all know it's a lot of reasons why that's the case. But right now, for me, that's just where I'm at. I'm very proud that I'm definitely more open when it comes to dating and the idea of dating. Talking to anybody who knows me, they know, like, Labria doesn't date. Labria doesn't do this. Labria doesn't, like, people in my circle, they know. Don't ask Labria if she's dating. Because she ain't. Because she don't want to be bothered. Like, I've been telling people that for years. People that know me from years ago, people that know me since I came to the DMV. Labria don't be dating. Like I said, in a new space, mentally, emotionally, I'm like, I want to be open to this thing, but I'm not going to make it a top priority. But I am going to be open to this thing in my life. And being open to that is it's such like a mirror in your face type of thing, where you're like, wow, I don't know how to do this thing, coming from somebody who has learned how to do and be self-sufficient and learn how to do so many of these hard things for myself before. But it's for myself and it's with myself. Pulling somebody else into that picture, it's terrifying. It's terrifying and eye-opening in a lot of ways. So as I enter this new dating journey, I'm not gonna say I'm making dating content and stuff, because I already know me. I'm not. But I want to know if other people have had this experience as well, and what have been some lessons that you all have learned in the process of dating, besides the all men suck, we know they need to be born in jail and then be forced to, prove that they don't deserve to be in there, because men do be wilding. But even if you don't date men, like, what are some things that you have learned either growing up about dating, or since you've been dating, or in past relationships? Some of the key things that you have learned for yourself, that have helped you be open to moving forward and actually opening your life to have a partner and having a love life. Yeah, tell me what you guys' experience have been with dating. Is it just me? Am I just a Lone Ranger? I doubt it, because y'all with me. But yeah, thanks. Text me back.